So for target archery, I've got a relatively short draw length, I err on the side of speed. Where I'm shooting indoors, where there's no wind, there's no other variables, I will build the heaviest arrow I can feasibly shoot.
I can play a triangle. I'm real good at it.
You hear him play triangle, you think it's got 4 sides.
Single feeding a bolt gun with no detachable mag and just absolutely sending it.
Oh, if you did that a little bit differently, Maxwell, you could have a moustache while you drink. See if you can make that work.
What do you mean? Oh,
You've got a moustache on your hand. Yeah. No, it's not quite. Yeah, okay. Chris, what about you? You have a moustache on your hand?
I have a moustache on my face, mate.
Yeah, but you could have one on your hand.
Yeah, you have a little finger moustache.
Yeah.
I need to get it redone one day. It's a bit faded and a bit old.
No time like the present. Let's get into it.
Ring.
Or it's just, I got a pen.
You got a pen?
Yeah. We can stab it in.
It's prison style.
Yeah, spot on.
Scoped out prison tattoos.
Speaking of prison style, Chris is here. Speaking in the third person.
Oh, what can you do?
Chris, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You don't know what you're in for.
I have no clue.
Perfect, man. Perfect. Well, we don't buy too much, do we?
Not hard.
And enjoyable. I regretted saying that the moment I started, but
I could see that.
I went with it. Chris joins us. You work here at Scoped Out.
I do, correct.
But you've also done lots of exciting things as well.
Yeah, I guess, if you want to call it exciting.
I'm just going to, before we go any further, I'm going to make sure that mic stand isn't in the way of that camera. All right, now that we've just moved the mic stand out of the way, so it's better audio and less just some black rod sitting there. Chris, you've done some interesting things.
Yeah. 15 years in competitive archery. It's really, a lot of time outside of firearms, more archery-based stuff. So been on the state team for South Australia twice and had the pleasure to go away for Australia once in 2018 to a World Indoor Championships.
Yeah, right.
Wow. It was pretty cool. Yeah. To stand on the same shooting line with arguably the best shooters in the world, the guys that
Were you there, Maxwell?
I wasn't, no.
I thought I saw him in the corner.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. All right. Who else apart from Maxwell was there?
Definitely not in archery.
So somebody that I sort of grew up idolizing, I guess, was archer by the name of Rio Wild.
It's a good name.
Yeah.
That's a
Where's
great he
name.
from?
Utah, I think, off the top of my head.
Yeah, okay.
Salt Lake City, I'm pretty sure he's based in now.
Rio Wild.
Yeah,
I want to change my name.
So
Yeah, that's
Just Maxwell Wild.
Maxwell Wild. Rio for your middle name.
Yeah.
Rio Maxwell Wild.
yeah, you're talking.
Yeah. And then just go by my middle name.
Yeah.
So no one gets confused.
Perfect. Yeah. He's the kind of guy who would have a mustache tattooed on his finger.
Yep, and not take anything seriously. He's a legend of a guy.
Gotcha. Okay.
I grew up, watching him shoot. Actually came from I think it was a competitive air rifle background.
He did?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then transitioned into archery, I think in his late teens. His whole family was around in archery. So that Wild name has been in the archery industry for, years.
Right. As a brand or as competitors?
No, as a competitor. I think his dad owns a store in Utah somewhere. Okay. But I'm not sure whether that's still a thing. When I was sort of coming up, I guess, D, who's his dad, was kind of, I think, one step out. And Rio was kind of transitioning into more of a manager coach sort of role. He was the Korean national team, got appointed the Korean national team coach.
I'm glad you put coach on the end of that because I was like, he's just been appointed from Utah, the Korean national team.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It was
as the coach.
Yeah. Because the Korean athletes, phenomenal. They are the best in terms of archery.
Really?
Yeah.
South Korea, I assume?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. I don't think there's a North Korean or People's Republic of Korea.
North Korea is fine, mate.
Yeah, one of those.
You could just go with that. It's okay.
I don't think there's ever one. I don't think I've seen an archer from there. But they wanted to improve their compound level of archery. So who better than arguably, I mean, his nickname is the GOAT. He's got a release age that he shoots and it's called the GOAT.
I still think his actual name is better.
Well, his other nickname's the Honey Badger.
Yeah, that one's taken.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, interesting. How did you find out about him and start watching his sort of archery career?
I have a thing where I pick up one of these hobbies and I just go headfirst into it.
I know that feeling. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think we're all a bit the same on that.
Yeah. So research, when I was coming up at the time, there was a really good YouTube channel called Archery TV.
Can we just roll it back a little bit further, Chris? How did you get started in archery? Where did that come from?
I would have been 15 years ago, so probably early high school. I needed something to do. I was coming out of tennis. Used to play a bit of tennis and wasn't really in love with it.
Makes two of us.
I can watch it. I can watch it. Can't play it.
Oh, okay.
Dreadful at
back
playing
out
it.
then. Can't do either.
And one of my friends at the time was like, "Hey, I do archery. You should give this a crack." Went over to his place, had a shot of his bow, and signed up the next week with Dad and my younger brother.
Right.
Went did a
was
beginner's
into it?
course that week. Yeah,
Okay.
just got hooked instantly. Just gone straight into it.
What's the learning curve on it? Is it can you get started and pick it up pretty quickly and get started? I mean, Maxwell, have you done anything with bow?
I have previous to my shoulder injury, I shot bows for probably 5 or 6 years.
Oh, so rookie numbers compared to Chris.
Rookie numbers compared to Chris.
Okay.
I never got good at it.
Cool.
Good enough to shoot a rabbit here and there, but
Okay.
not anything like competitive archery at all.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
But yeah.
So it's reasonably sort of easy to get in and start getting
100%. Within a couple of weeks, you're shooting groups on a target at 10, 20 meters and...
That's the target distance, not the size of the group, is it?
No, come on. Yeah,
That was the size of my group when I first started.
Yeah.
it's impressive.
Yeah. Got it down to 3 meters and then quit.
Yeah.
Found it really quick to get a hold of.
Okay.
I think if you've got a little bit of firearms background, even just you've shot a rifle of sorts, you kind of gel to it a lot easier.
A bit of crossover there, isn't
Yeah,
it?
100%.
Seems like it.
Especially with your whole eye dominance thing,
Okay.
plays a lot factor. So, for example, I'm left-handed, but I'm right-eye dominant. So I had to learn how to shoot archery right-handed.
Yeah, right. So you're half acceptable. Yeah.
Yeah.
The same thing happened to me. I found out that I'm left eye dominant but right-handed because I have a dodgy right eye. I didn't work that out until archery when I was trying to look through the pin all the time, and I was like, why is this thing so blurry? And I moved it to my left eye. I was like, oh, that's clear as. I was like, I better go get that checked. And
Do you shoot rifles right-handed or?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
yeah, I just wear a contact lens.
Gotcha.
Yep.
On that, because with a gun, if you end up with like left eye dominant, right-handed, there's not a really easy way to on a rifle particularly shove your head too far over.
No,
and
there's not.
I know there's ways around it. Is archery easier in that to correct for dominance? Or
Not really.
No.
So generally when I did a lot of coaching, I would take preference over eye dominance over hand.
So you'd shoot right-handed,
Yeah.
like a normal person,
Like a normal person.
and then okay,
and just kind of learn to adapt.
yeah, build the skills up.
Yeah, I mean, even for me, naturally shooting archery left-handed just felt odd.
Me too. Me too. Yeah.
So the right-handed felt more natural to me. So I went down that route.
Okay.
And yeah, all my family are all right-handed shooters. Mum's the same as me, so she's also left-handed but right-eye dominant. You get the occasional person they've just fine, they can shoot either or.
Yeah. Okay.
You can sort of train your eyes to be able to do it.
You can.
But it takes a lot of work.
Yeah. and a lot of patience.
Seen that in the rifle world, running patches on a particular eye,
Yep.
so that you sort of force the other one to be dominant.
Yeah.
when there's only one.
Seen guys that would tape something on their hat
Yep.
that they can just flip down in front of one eye.
Yep, same thing in archery. The most common thing was a playing card.
Oh yeah,
Like, because, we're Australians, we're cheap, don't want to spend a bit of money. So everyone's got a deck of cards lying around. So take a bulldog clip and a playing card straight to your hat and
right.
off you go.
Perfect.
And so, how did it progress from there? How do we? You tried your mates out, and you went, "This is good. I'm going to sign up to a club."
Yeah. So signed up to the local club. So we were living up at Blackwood at the time, up in the hills. Found our local club just by Googling pretty much and by word of mouth through the local archery stores.
There's a few more around back then, wasn't there?
There were two just down the road. Unfortunately, no longer here due to various reasons.
Yep.
But they were fantastic in providing my family an outlook on where to go and who to speak to. Joined the club and then kind of snowballed from there, I guess. I was surrounded by a lot of very competitive people.
Okay.
So my biggest not rival, but I guess somebody that I shoot against.
Rival.
Yeah, rival's probably the best way to put it.
The person you hated the most.
Yeah, but we got along really well.
Oh, okay. This is a shame.
Until we were competing.
Yeah.
Then we were mortal
Cross
enemies.
the line, and then it's
as soon as you got onto the shooting line, it was a different story.
Yep.
Behind the line,
It's actually the best way to be, right?
Yeah.
Is this super competitive when you're doing the thing, and then the moment you're finished,
switch off.
we're good mates, and no stress.
Yep, 100%.
Yep. I like that.
Yeah. And we just sort of went from there, just no intentions to ever compete. Didn't want to compete.
More than the club? I imagine the club.
Yeah, I was quite happy just being a club shooter.
And what type of club is it? Like, when you started out, what are you doing? Tell me what.
So you go through a training
I
course.
know shooting arrows, but like.
At targets generally.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, cool.
Cool.
Were you doing much 3D target or all sort of?
So 3D was my favorite discipline ever.
So tell us a bit more about that.
So 3D's easiest way to explain it is simulated hunting.
Okay.
So you're shooting, generally you're in the woods or like a wood area. You don't know the distance between you and the target, and the targets are 3D foam animals.
Yep.
And you've got different scoring zones on the animals.
Yep.
And you go around, depending, I think it's about a 20 target course.
And you sort of walk yourself around.
Correct. Yeah, you just go from target to target. Depending what division you're shooting in, you're either allowed a rangefinder or not.
Yep.
So depending, 3D is massive in the States. It's probably the largest thing outside of just regular bow hunting.
And how far are you engaging these targets?
In 3D, I think your maximum distance is 50 meters.
Okay.
Target archery depends on what discipline you're shooting. So a compound bow.
When you're at this club at this level,
you start at 10 meters.
You were doing 3D stuff?
We were shooting target archery. 3D, I didn't even know was a thing.
Gotcha. So what does target archery involve? That's
you're shooting just on a stagnant shooting line.
Yep.
Just shooting at like an Olympic style target face. At varying distances. Beginner's course, you start at 5 meters until you can get.
Still seems a long way, Maxwell.
It's pretty hard to hit.
It's a big stretch.
Okay.
And then once you got all your arrows within a certain sort of scoring zone,
you
push the targets back a little bit. Till we got comfortable with the gear. You're all starting on an Olympic recurve, so everything's the same. And then on your last week, they bring out a compound bow, a longbow, like a traditional English longbow.
Okay. Yeah.
And a crossbow.
Right.
And you have a play with all three. Decide which way you want to sort of gravitate towards. And then off you pop to the local shop or shops back then.
Yep.
And
pick something up.
Pick up something that you like the look of.
I'm going to come back to those. There's 4 styles of bow there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maxwell, so in your journey.
My journey.
How far did you get?
I went to the archery shop.
Yeah.
Bought a compound bow.
Yeah.
Sucked at it.
Okay, I think that was your first mistake. I reckon yeah.
Yeah, I skipped a whole heap of steps.
Yeah,
and
okay.
Just went and bought everything and just started slinging arrows.
Plowing arrows into
just
3D anime.
destroying them too, just constantly hitting things that I shouldn't be hitting and breaking arrows.
Yeah, like,
I was like, this is going to
wall.
be cheap, buy 12 arrows and that's it, never have to replace them. No.
Day one, need more
maybe
arrows.
day two.
Probably Aaron leaving.
So I destroyed a bunch of arrows and I was like, okay, this is harder than I thought it was going to be. And then, I ended up at a 3D target range up at O'Halloran Hill for a little while and honed in my skills there. Like you were saying, Chris, with the target, like the comps that they would have, you sort of get, depending on what you're shooting, you get a couple of different distances for each target and you don't know what they are. And it's good fun.
How so you're saying like out to 50 meters on 3D targets. How much drop are we talking? Because, from a rifle shooting background where, 20, 50 meters, that sort of gear, let's say we're using a 22, we're not worrying too much about a lot of drop. And seeing 3D targets, they're pretty big. Some of them are.
Some.
Most animals, you're still engaging pretty comfortably.
Yeah.
I am sure arrows are nowhere similar. There's a lot to consider.
Yeah, depending on so many different factors. How heavy the bow is, as in physical draw weight.
Okay.
Your draw length, so just how far back you can pull the bow. The speed your bow is putting shooting the arrows at.
Yep.
So for a lot of 3D tournaments over in the States, they're capped at a speed limit. So you've got a speed limit you've got to cap to, which is I think 300 feet a second plus or minus. I think it's 5%, give or take. So it makes it a very even playing field across, everybody, all the competitors, regardless if you're, who you are and what division you're shooting in. It's even.
Yep.
Which is nice. So you don't have somebody like Joe, for example, who's 8 feet tall and has got a massive wingspan. He's going to be shooting arrows a hell of a lot faster than I am.
I was going to ask this. Yeah. With my very basic knowledge, you just pull the thing back further and it goes further. It goes faster, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so I'm not too far off the truth.
Not too far.
Is that can you limit that physically by the bow that you use?
You can. So on a compound, you've got modules, and the modules on each end of your bow will dictate your drop.
Like the round things.
Correct.
They look like pulleys or something.
Yeah,
along those lines.
They've got cams, which are basically the wheels, and inside the wheels you've got modules.
Okay.
And you can set those modules to like a specific draw length.
Right, so that draw length that you're pulling back to is consistent every time.
Correct, yeah.
Based on a physical issue, a physical interruption rather than how strong you are that day.
Correct, yeah. So it will physically stop at the same draw length every single time.
Nice.
And that's where compound it's set up for the archer.
Yep.
It's not as simple as I can shoot my bow and then I can hand it to Maxwell and Maxwell can shoot mine and then he can hand it to, whoever else and they can shoot it.
Yeah.
Very dependent on the person.
Right.
Very rare situations where you'll have the exact same setup, distance between your jawline and your eye, your eyesight. Very rarely all those things will match up and you can get behind somebody's bow and shoot it.
Gotcha. And so that's compound bows.
Yep.
Anything else we need to know about compound bows?
Not really. They're generally the more, modern sort of take. So if you like your high-tech sort of stuff, that's where you kind of graduate towards. Okay. It's where I gravitated towards.
And is that what we see in the Olympics?
No. So Olympics, you see Olympic recurve.
Right.
This 2028 is going to be the first year where compound is being introduced as a trial event.
Instead of or as well as?
Along with.
Okay. Yeah. So what's an Olympic recurve then?
Olympic recurve is kind of I say it's a hybrid between like a traditional English longbow.
Oh, maybe take us with that then.
Cool. So your longbow is essentially a stick and a string.
Oh, cool.
No shooting aids, no sights, no nothing. It's very instinctive. Mm-hmm. You're usually using the tip of the arrow as an aiming point on your target or your animal if you're hunting. And it's very instinctive. So a lot of people like that because they're just shooting off a feel.
What's the sort of range you can reach with those bows? I've never had anything to do with them. So
is this sort of thing, the bigger you are, the stronger you are, all that sort of gear, you'll get more?
No.
As well as combined with sort of technique?
I would trump technique over strength all probably 9 times out of 10.
Okay, but if we got two guys that are at the same level of technique, the stronger guy can pull it back further?
100%.
Or are we still restricted in some other way?
On a longbow, no, not restricted.
No, okay.
No,
So you
it's as long as the arrow is without falling off and poking you in the back of the hand, really.
Sounds painful, but
it's not fun.
A good way to learn?
Seen photos of it. It's not fun.
Okay. Okay, but obviously I understand that technique will always trump just raw.
Correct.
Yeah.
I've seen
strength.
6'8" muscle like bodybuilders.
Yeah, Maxwell basically.
Maxwell.
just jacked.
And can't pull back my bow.
Yeah, okay.
And then, I've come along and just gone straight back.
Okay.
Because it's all, you're using a lot of muscle groups you'd probably never use in your life because it's a lot to do with your back.
Yeah, okay.
And not your arms and your shoulders and things like that. That's a first-class ticket to an injury.
Right.
I'll line up. So then what's Olympic recurve then? So we've got longbows, we've got compound, and you said it's somewhere in between?
Somewhere in between.
So what does it draw from each?
It looks very similar into like a longbow in terms of like its style.
Yep.
But it's using a lot more modern appointments. You get sights, you get stabilizers, you get the nicer materials. So you're getting your aircraft grade aluminiums and your carbon limbs, and you're getting the efficiency out of modern technologies.
Yep.
While still being, I guess, a little bit in between.
But you haven't got the cams and the modules you mentioned. Okay.
Correct. Yep. So you can still...
You're not building up that leverage and sort of limiting it.
Correct.
So in Olympic side, I take it that like obviously techniques down pat and strength plays a big role.
It will. Because you'll see a lot of the Olympic archers now, they're pulling 60 pounds worth of draw weight, and that's on their fingers, physical weight on their fingers at all times.
Seems a lot.
It does seem like a lot. Are they limited by a speed limit or anything like that?
They're limited by a draw weight.
Yep.
So 60 pounds is their limit to try and make it even for everybody.
Yeah,
but someone who pulls back further on that 60 pound,
they're going to get more speed inherently. Yeah, correct.
Is that harder to control if it's going faster though? Is there any payoff for going faster?
There are 2 schools of thought in that.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
What have we unlocked?
There are 2 schools of thought. There's the school of thought that a slow 10 beats a fast 9.
Yep.
But there's the other school of thought where a faster arrow gets off the bow quicker, so it's less subject to slight movements. Yeah,
such.
Correct.
Okay, so which camp are you in, Maxwell?
Fast is always better, mate.
Nah, slow and steady. Yep. I'm
somewhere in between. So for target archery, I've got a relatively short draw length. I shoot I err on the side of speed. Take every advantage as I can get. When I'm shooting indoors, where there's no wind, there's no other variables.
Yep.
I will build the heaviest arrow I can feasibly shoot.
Okay.
Because then it's...
Didn't even think about that, like arrow weights and stuff. So are there limits on what the Olympians can do with arrow weights?
No, not really.
So they could build a real light arrow that goes really fast or a real heavy one that goes slow. Interesting.
It'll just be whether it's going to tune out of the bow and be forgiving for them. Because at that Olympic...
I like how you nodded like that made sense.
You can see it in my face. I'm nodding, but I'm like,
you know,
I'm lost.
When you tune out the bow.
Yeah, no.
It's a euphemism as well, actually.
Yeah. So obviously with your competitive shooting, you want to be as forgiving as you can. So if you make a slight error on, on your release, you push the bow you might put a bit of different heel pressure into it.
Mm-hmm.
You still want that arrow to end up in the same spot as your last arrow.
Yep.
So that's where you can get into tuning the bow and the arrow to work together.
Okay. So much like reloading for a rifle. You want to get it all consistent as possible.
Yeah, controlling all those variables.
There's a lot to it. And I guess so that was the Olympic recurve, longbow, compound, and then crossbow was the other one.
Yep.
And so where do they play a role in archery? Are they common to see, or are they
not
gimmicky?
Anymore. Target archery has their own target crossbow scene.
Okay.
Which is quite popular here in South Australia.
Yep.
It's surprisingly popular, but you're limited to, I think you're limited to speed, kinetic energy, and a few other things that you're limited to.
Right. Yep.
I've worked on maybe one hunting style crossbow in the 15 years that I've
been around.
And I've shot 2 or 3.
Yeah, right.
A lot more popular in the States.
And what is it easier? Is it better? Is it what?
I think it's easier for people with maybe shoulder issues and things like that because you can get a lot of like a lot of the modern crossbows now will come with like a silent winch to just pull the bow back for you.
Oh, cool.
Because a lot of them are 170 pounds worth of draw weight.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm assuming with that as well, you can use them through like the archery hunting season.
Mate, 170 pounds, you can use them through walls.
100%.
Yeah.
What was your question?
Using them for like the archery hunting season. So if you weren't a good archer, you can get a scoped crossbow.
Oh, okay.
And use it in archery week before rifle week.
Forgiveness. Building some forgiveness into the setup.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're learning the terms, Maxwell. We're up to speed.
11.
Yeah, okay.
Do you have to tune crossbows? Not so much.
What sort of tunes do you put on while shooting crossbows?
Depends.
On the draw weight? See, picking up terminology here.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's not a big crossbow guy.
No, I'm
not
really
a big crossbow guy, not a big tunes guy.
Yeah,
Got it.
We got it.
All right.
I think we've had one crossbow in the family. Lasted maybe a year. Dad bought it for a giggle.
Yeah. I had a crossbow at one point.
Yeah.
Oh, so you and I have had the same amount of crossbows in our life.
Right.
Yeah, there we go. I don't know what happened to mine.
I've never had one.
I'm sure it broke at some point. Yeah.
They are good fun.
I could imagine.
You know, some of them are, there's a model called the Sub 1 and its big claim to fame is it can shoot a sub 1 inch group at 100 yards.
I thought I was referring to how many targets I would have hit with it. Okay,
that would
maybe
be
not.
Impressive.
Yeah. So, well, no, not that surprising if I missed every single target.
No, not at all.
What music do you like, Chris? I don't know this.
It varies.
I do know that. Yeah, you're quite broad.
Very broad.
Bit of country?
Yeah, definitely a lot of country music at the moment.
I want to say Metallica's in there.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, 100%. I had a big heavy metal phase. I play guitar, so I grew up idolizing a lot of, you know, your sort of heavy metal guitar players and and things like that.
We're getting close to band level. I used to play bass. You play guitar.
Yeah,
Aaron,
right.
who works upstairs, plays guitar quite well. Josh used to drum, and Maxwell's here.
He can play the triangle.
I can play a triangle. I'm real good at it.
Yeah. He's. I mean,
There we
you hear him play triangle, you think it's got 4 sides.
Done.
He's that good.
Done.
Yeah. Did you play
Heavenly.
music?
Sorry?
Did you play any music?
I played trumpet for a little while in middle school.
I mean, you kept on going, right? Blowing your own horn. Yeah.
Yep, that's
Cool.
it. That's just
There it was.
yeah, didn't have to keep the trumpet. Just keep on playing.
Save some money, not buying trumpets anymore.
That's it.
Okay, good. And we're still working through this journey. So you do some target archery, and you've of your 4, you've stuck with a compound bow.
Yep.
And so, where to from there? Yeah.
Was shooting just at the club, enjoying it.
Didn't want to compete.
No intentions.
Had your one club rival that you hated on the line. Yep.
We'd shoot the club championships, have a laugh.
And where did Roy, what was his name? Rio, that's right, even better. Rio Wild, where did he come into the play?
Pretty like soon after getting into it.
Yeah.
Because I was just enamored in archery. I just wanted to learn all about it. And
This is through high school now?
yeah,
Is this-
correct.
okay.
Yeah. So I was watching the world circuit.
Yep.
So I was watching all the best in the world. And
Was it easy to get coverage of that stuff? Could you?
YouTube. They had a YouTube channel
of course,
that was
yeah.
just free.
How good.
I don't think of YouTube when I'm in high school, so it's just showing my age.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, cool. Perfect.
So they had it all on there. They'd live stream it, and you could
brilliant.
watch it whenever you felt like it. It's now under a paid subscription,
Like
everything else this day and age.
Yep.
But yeah, you'd chuck that on a weekend, and you'd watch the latest World Championships. I was lucky enough. One of the archers at my local club was number 1 in Australia at the time.
Yeah, right. Sweet.
And good friends with a lot of those archers. Yep. So through him, you get to sort of hear about things and hear about certain archers. And you go home, you do your Google, you do a bit of research.
Yeah.
And then you find out they're one of the best archers in the world.
Nice.
So you dive into it, you start watching, you get hooked. And yeah, I was just hooked on it.
Yeah, right.
Wanted to learn all about it, the ins and outs, why you do things.
And is that what started the prompting to sort of go a bit more in the competition world?
I guess so. We had a president at the club who was the rival's dad.
Oh, look out. It's on.
And he said, you should give competing a go. He sort of took me under his wing a little bit and gave me a little bit of one-on-one coaching.
Oh, he's trying to get his son to up the game.
Up his game.
Yeah,
because he was on the state team at the time.
Right.
And I was like, well, okay, let's give this a crack.
Yep.
They had an introductory tournament. So anybody who was shooting for less than, I think at the time it was 18 months, they introduce you to the tournament, the tournament structure, scoring.
How it all works.
Yeah.
Cool.
And if you muck up on a rule, they're not as harsh on you.
Yep.
They sort of just go, hey, this is how you do it. So
Use it as a
for next
learning
time.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we all did that as a family.
And is your whole family getting into it around the same time?
Everybody but mum.
Okay.
Mum wasn't really interested at the time.
Yep.
And then probably maybe a year or two into it, she got interested more as she came out and started watching everybody shoot.
She realised if she wanted to hang out with the family, she had to go shoot bows.
Correct. So next thing you know, we've got a set up for her for Christmas or a birthday, and she's out there joining the beginner's course.
Yeah,
awesome.
And we're all doing it.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
And then, sort of leads on to, I get the letter in the mail that my brother and I have qualified for the state team.
Yep.
And my first major tournament is a youth nationals.
Which is a big deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're shooting against everybody under the age of 21 across the country.
Sweet. Where was that?
So it was here in Adelaide.
Home ground advantage.
Luckily at the time, Adelaide was hosting it, which was great. Didn't have to drive anywhere, hotels.
Yep.
And it was just in the city, just in the parklands.
Just north of the city.
Yeah, it was great.
How'd you go?
7th, I think I ended up.
Out of, because if you say 6,
no,
that's not
out of
great.
15, I think,
15,
in my division.
Okay. So about half.
Yeah.
Yeah. Top half.
Top half.
That's
And
pretty good.
Yeah. Better than I ever did.
First tournament as well.
yeah, I was gobsmacked. And considering I had got my brand new bow the week prior and only set it up the week prior, wasn't the smartest idea, but hey, that's...
Yeah, that with shooting as well. Don't run stuff you haven't tested. Nah.
Just
always run it, yeah. So was this with recurve or compound? Compound, yeah.
I shot recurve for a month.
Is it a good learning curve to start with a recurve and then move to the compound, or is it sort of just go straight to a compound
Start with
bow?
crossbow, obviously.
Yeah, why not? I'm under the impression of, like, if I'm working with like real littlies, like real like kids and stuff like that, what got them into the sport?
Yeah.
If it's compound archery that's got them into the sport because they've
that.
watched such and such shoot, or they've watched Thingo from the Hunger Games and they want to do archery because of the Hunger Games or Lord of the Rings.
I don't know how many children should be watching the Hunger Games, but
I've never seen it. Archery's a big thing.
I don't think I've seen it either, but I can't imagine it.
Yeah,
I've seen Lord of the Rings. So is there like an elf bow you can get, or
closest thing is like your longbow style of shooting.
Do you get the long hair with it, or is that additional?
I hope not.
Okay, just checking.
What about for like someone say I'd never done it before and I was like, I want to give it a go. What would you recommend to someone middle-aged, early-aged, like us? We're sort of
I like how you're like rolling me into this with you, like we're similar ages.
Yeah, we're similar ages.
I'd start with recurve.
Yeah.
You'd start with recurve.
Yeah, because it's simple to understand. The principle in terms of how everything works is the exact same regardless, except for crossbow.
Just with the compounds like a recurve with extra steps.
Correct.
Yeah, gotcha.
So the base form and the base technique is the same.
Okay. Less that can go wrong with it.
Correct.
On a recurve.
Yeah.
The exact opposite of the advice I've been given for an RC car. Start with a thing that can go the most complicated, the most wrong. Yeah, perfect.
Get the fastest one that you're going to break the easiest.
Not the fastest, it's the one that falls apart the easiest. Anyway, so yeah, I've been given bad advice. But anyway, sounds fun. Cool. So start with
We're
the
going to have to dig
recurve.
into that later.
Sorry.
We're going to have to dig into that later.
We can dig into that. Yeah, okay.
But with kids, I find it's more what got them into the sport.
What they're interested in.
Because you want to keep
Otherwise
their
they're
interest.
lose interest pretty quick.
Yeah, you want to keep them interested and keep them into the sport.
Yeah, cool.
It's good, cool. Yeah.
Versus forcing a bow in their hand and them losing interest and not coming back.
Yeah. So first nationals.
Yep.
Cool. Came 7th. Feeling pumped out of that?
Feeling very happy. Yeah.
Cool.
Just over the moon with everything. Yeah. Everything was happy. It's nice that it was here in Adelaide.
Yeah.
Got to meet a lot of people. A lot of people that I'm still friends with.
Yeah, right.
You know, from 15 years ago. You know, all across the country from WA through to Tassie.
Yeah, brilliant.
Which was just so cool.
And then how often are you doing comps from there on in? Like
every comp that came up, just which was every month really.
Yeah, right. That's like a local level, or you're traveling a fair
local,
bit?
state.
Okay.
Whatever was available.
Just get into everything.
Yeah, I was just hooked.
Balls deep.
Yeah, so luckily Dad was on the same, and so was my brother. So
yeah, right.
We were just, what's available, let's just go.
Yeah, okay.
Let's just get it done.
Road trips and stuff.
Yeah. So
nice.
Road trips up to Victor Harbour and Mount Gambier and Whyalla.
Yeah, right.
Melbourne. Melbourne was my last junior nationals. Mm-hmm. So we got to go over there and catch up with a lot of people, which was just unreal. Been a lot of cool places, which I probably never would have gone to.
Yeah.
Otherwise. So
quite the experience.
Yeah.
And then you said you went to a world level at one point.
Yeah.
So how did that come about? Still compound bow, still all this stuff's changed.
Still, but at that time I was working in an archery shop.
Oh, okay, getting the inside word.
Yeah. And my boss was the number one shooter in Australia, pushing me pretty hard into competing.
Yeah.
Because he saw I had the drive for it. I was shooting on my break during work.
Yeah.
So we'd had a target set up in the shop. So I'd put the flags up and shoot during my lunch break, shoot an indoor round.
Yep.
And my boss had made a bet with me saying that if we shot 2 clean rounds, he'd pay for a ticket to Vegas for a Vegas indoor shoot.
Yeah, right.
Okay, we need to work out what a round is.
Yeah, how many arrows in a round?
30 arrows, 18 meters. So it's out of 300.
Okay. And what sort of at 18 meters, how tight are you getting 30 arrows?
The 10 ring is the size of 10-cent piece.
Oh, wow. All right.
Yeah.
So you're shooting one and then going again. You're not stacking them.
So you've got
it's not like a target with 30.
You got a target with 3 individual faces set out in a triangle.
Okay. Yep.
And you got 3 arrows, walk down, score, collect,
gotcha.
Rinse and repeat.
Okay. Yep. So 10 cent each, three targets,
Correct.
10 cents each.
Yeah.
And you basically got to hit each one.
You've got to be perfect.
Wow. And you did it?
No.
Oh, no. Okay. All right.
Build us up and break us down.
Yeah, I wish.
But you bloody tried, hey?
Yeah. Vegas was on the cards, and I'd never got the chance to tick that box.
Yeah, right. That was like a world shoot. Yeah.
That's the goal. Vegas is the goal. They consider it the Super Bowl of archery.
Oh, okay. So that's like a regular event there.
Correct. Every year it's held in Vegas at one of the casinos. Held over a weekend, and each day it's out of 300. You've got to shoot clean each day. So 300, 300, 300.
To have a chance of winning.
And so if you shoot the 900, you go to what's called the shoot off, which is essentially last man standing.
Gotcha.
How many people normally make it through that?
Last year,
there's only ever been 3.
Possibly.
Ever.
I think 32 people cleaned the whole shoot last year.
In the 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And so if you miss on, like if you get
$8.99.
If you don't get your 300 on day one, are you out?
No. So they have what's called a lucky dog.
So you get to do it all 3 days, no matter what.
Yeah, correct.
Oh, that's a bit more.
So you get your money's worth.
Okay, I thought you like rock up there and then you go to shoot the first arrow and then you sneeze and it goes off somewhere and you're like, oh well, I'm off to gamble. We're done here.
I'm sure some people probably have done that.
Yep.
And just gone, well, can't win it now.
I'm out. Yeah.
But yeah, you still get your chance.
Okay.
And if you shoot 899, so if you drop 1 point, you go into a lucky dog competition.
Yeah, so like a bit of a wild card.
It's a wild card.
Okay.
Yeah. So everybody else who shot 899, closest arrow to the center, you get into the shoot off. But you either win the shoot off or you get last.
Okay.
You cannot come anywhere in between everybody else who won the shoot off. Yeah, it's either you win the thing.
That's kind of cool.
Or you get last in the shoot off.
Sounds very Vegas-ish.
Yeah.
It's a really cool idea.
I mean, it could either be like you either win the event or you have to pay for the entire event.
Correct.
I can't imagine that would be cheap.
One of the years, an archer won through the lucky dog competition, won the thing on the first end of the shoot off. Everybody
missed it. What does first end mean?
First set of 3 arrows.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So everybody dropped points and he just happened to
So
clean
3 days of perfect shooting for all these guys and then choke
under the bright spotlight and they're gone.
Wow.
Yep.
That's rough.
And you win $125,000 US.
Okay.
Not including contingencies from sponsors and
all the other
endorsees and things like that. That's just the prize money from the tournament.
Gotcha. So this is not necessarily like a world champion shoot. This is like its own standard
event. It's its own thing.
Yeah, gotcha.
That has just become massive.
Like a commercial sort of operation. Yeah, right.
Can anyone go and do it?
Maxwell,
or you have to?
Calm down. Calm down, Maxie.
No. If you want to go next year.
You just pay your entry and
money.
That's it?
Yeah. Yep, pay your money.
I assume there's a limit on how many people can enter.
So they've just moved it to a larger casino to fit more people.
Yeah, Where do they run it? Do you know?
I can't remember where the new one's been run now, but it's on the strip now. I can't. Yeah.
No, cool.
Can't Las Vegas somewhere.
Vegas, that narrows it down.
But it's on the strip now. And it's, I think they use 4 ballrooms to fit all the people in to shoot all flights across the day.
Yeah.
And you've got youth divisions, you've got seniors division, you've got championship division, which is where all the prize money is in. You've just got flights, which is just, if you just want to rock up and have a bit of fun.
Have a look.
Yeah, you can go and shoot and have a bit of fun.
Gotcha.
They usually have a trade show that's happening on there as well. So you get to meet all the industry people and make your connections there and things like that. So it's a really, really cool event. But
it's a really great event that you never went to.
Yep.
He could still go.
One day.
He could, yeah.
One day.
Not wrong. Yeah. Is that deal still offered by your previous boss?
No.
No,
damn it.
No, I'd have to
Is it going to be offered by your current boss?
No. Yes, but the target's at 118 meters.
Cool. Can I use my shooting machine that I've got at home there?
No.
Okay.
No, you've got to use a crossbow.
Okay.
the actual worlds that you went to.
Yep.
The thing that you did do.
Yep.
Where, when, how did you get to that? That's a pretty big deal.
2018 in Macau.
Right. Yeah.
Of all places. So they had what's called an indoor World Series.
Mm-hmm.
So four shoots across the year.
Yep.
You, depending on where you sort of podium and place, you get points, goes towards the World Series final.
And so these 4 shoots within Australia?
No.
Okay.
So there are, one was in Macau.
Okay.
One was in France. One was in the Netherlands, and one was in Vegas.
And you went to all of these?
No. I had to pick one.
Oh, okay. So you had to choose one. And
I could only afford.
Is this something you have to qualify to, or?
In terms of qualifications, at the time it was, I can't remember. I don't think so.
Okay.
In terms of qualifications, it was if you valid in terms of your
sort of membership or whatever.
national governing body. Australia at the time was very much like, if you want to go.
You get endorsed from the.
Yeah, we'll endorse it and send you. And at the time, 2018, Hong Kong was having a bunch of riots going on.
Oh, killer. Yeah.
So Macau was not a lot on everybody's priorities. And I went, well, I like the idea of Macau.
And
I've been to Hong Kong before.
I'm up for a riot.
Yeah, why not? Said, yeah, why not? Let's go. And then 6 months of just training. After work, just training.
Yep.
Down to the club, train.
What do you do for archery training? Is there like a lot of physical stuff, or is it really just shooting?
For me, it was a lot of just shooting.
Okay.
Just repetition.
Yep.
Building up that arrow count, that endurance. A lot of like the shooters that are way better than me, and way younger than me now. A lot of gym work.
Yeah. Okay.
A lot of that sort of side of things.
Yep.
Which, looking back, probably would have helped. But you don't know that sort of things when you're young and dumb.
How'd you go?
10th, I think, in the open division was, I think, 25.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right.
Yeah, so
Solid effort.
I wasn't mad at all
No.
with, like, when you're on the line with the best of the best.
Yeah.
And
Maxwell's there again.
Maxwell was there.
Yeah, cool.
I can imagine it's quite daunting.
Shooting with your idols and they're standing on the target next to you. Yeah.
And how were they? Nice, friendly, easy, or?
Like I'd known them for years.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
They just love the fact that you love the sport.
Yeah.
Type thing.
And
So good.
a lot of them are American. They love Australians.
Yeah.
So you just instantly get along with them.
Really?
We had one of the archers was complaining about something, and one of the guys that I was with said something, and she turned around and she's like, "You're Australians, aren't you?" We're like, "Yeah." She's like, grumbles off, walks off, comes back to us, and she's like, "I love you guys. You guys are fantastic." Because
Yeah, brilliant, man.
like, it's a World Cup. You're there to have fun.
And great time.
Yeah.
Yeah, memories.
Yeah, loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I still have the accreditation form and everything up on the wall now.
Yeah.
So every time I go into the shed, it's there. So
Cool.
yeah.
Can you progress, like once you go to that World Cup, is there like another thing, like what you said there was four of them? Does it all progress into one big one?
It progresses to a final venue where it's the best of the best. And
So that's just the winners from
correct.
each round?
Yeah, correct. Generally, if you win one of the cups, you book a place into the final. At least that's how it was when I was doing it. I don't know whether it's changed now. But yeah, if you won, you'd book a place into the finals, which was generally before the shoot-off at Vegas the night before.
Oh, okay.
They'd
Yeah,
fit
right.
it all. So they made Vegas this real big show.
Gotcha. Yeah, it
Lots
became a
of
big deal.
fireworks and everything. It was really cool.
I think they call that a Tuesday in Vegas. Yeah.
Yeah, just a normal day. So they did everything. They made Vegas the finals venue because
Yeah,
that's where
sweet.
everybody would go.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, rad.
Yeah, cool.
Awesome. And where are we up to in your archery journey, Maxwell?
With this sold out nowhere.
Yeah, okay.
I don't have a bow anymore. I've sold it to a friend.
Gotcha. Yeah, okay.
Guns work better.
Nice. Well, you've made the switch as well, haven't you, Chris?
I have.
So
yeah.
what drew you, I guess, away from archery and into shooting? Or are you still archery? Is that a word? Archering at all?
Archering.
I don't know.
Are you arching? No, that doesn't sound right.
Not anymore.
No.
I made it my job.
Oh, yeah, relatable. Yeah.
So I turned it into a job.
Yep.
And it got pretty full on.
Yeah.
I wasn't enjoying it. I made the promise to myself that when archery stopped being fun, I'd stop. And I kept by that.
Yeah, fair enough.
I wasn't going to force myself to just go. I had some other things that were going on at the time. So I'd had one foot out the door at that time already.
Doesn't sound good for your stance.
Wasn't comfortable, no.
Okay.
And yeah, start of last year, it just sort of tipped me over that edge, and here I am.
And here you are.
Here I am.
Yeah, and you've gotten right into the shooting side.
I have, yeah.
Yeah. Been with the PRS bug.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, it was good fun. First match end of last year and came away smiles, single feeding a bolt gun with no detachable mag and just absolutely sending it.
Yeah. Nice. I've seen that before and that's it's good
So
fun.
it's a good way to start.
Yeah. Yeah.
Came
nice.
away with a smile on my face and learnt a lot.
Yep, definitely.
Opened my eyes to a lot and just, this is why people have a 15 kilo gun. Versus,
what you've been
the
used to.
super light.
yeah, correct. Yeah. In your stock that weighs next to nothing.
Yep.
The only weight in it is the scope that's sitting on top of the damn thing.
Yep.
So, yeah, it was pretty cool.
Sweet. Very
You
good.
looking to continue that journey this year then? Shoot a few more matches?
I think the 22 series, I'd love to do a little bit of the 22 stuff.
It's fun.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Currently building a 22 at the moment.
What are you putting together?
I've got a Vudoo that I'm currently putting together.
Nice.
Straight in.
Yeah.
You got a Vudoo, don't you?
I got a Rimex.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
I was looking at a Bagara,
Yep.
and the shop that I went to went, well, we don't have a Bagara, but Vudoo.
Sure.
And I went,
Why
well,
not?
you've twisted my arm. Add to cart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've got that in the safe now and just got to get a chassis and a trigger for it, rip the scope off the centerfire gun, and
What sort of chassis are you looking at?
probably a KRG, maybe.
Good man.
Yeah.
There's one right next to you.
I know, I do like that one. Yeah, from all the research, they look like everything that's going to tick all the boxes I want it to do.
Yep.
And it's modular. I can build it to
back
how
at
I want it
KRG,
to.
I've got three of the things. Yeah.
Yep, well, there you
They're
go.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, KRG, MDT, they're good as well.
Yep.
Yep.
Like, there's so many options out there now.
Yeah,
It's
unreal.
hard to choose.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah,
sure you'll
all-
fall into the right one.
Yeah, and I'm lucky I'm surrounded by a lot of people that can point me into the direction I want to go.
Yep.
Lucky or also unlucky?
Both. Both.
It's sort of, double-edged sword, that one.
Yeah, very, yeah.
That's why you end up with a Vudoo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just go down and pick up a little Sterling 14p Vudoo.
Vudoo, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. That's all right. Maxwell, speaking of Vudoo, you're up in Cairns, weren't you?
Cairns, yeah.
Yeah.
Went to Cairns for a weekend.
Yeah, nice.
How's the humidity?
It was terrible. It was so damn hot. It rained every night and it was sunny every day.
Mm.
Not big on the humidity.
No?
Don't much like it. But no, it was a good trip.
Good trip.
Good trip. Got to do some
It was
cool.
a wedding, was it?
It was a wedding, yep.
Right.
Yeah, so good wedding. Got to visit a reptile park, which was cool.
I did see you did send me that. You got to cuddle a dragon.
Yeah, Komodo dragon.
Oh, right.
So one of the biggest lizards in the world, and got to go in and have a pat
show off, mate.
Hang out with him, which was a pretty cool experience.
Yeah, absolutely. For someone who's reptile obsessed like yourself.
Yes. Met a friend set me up with one of his mates up there. Got me a tour of their park, so that was pretty cool. I thought
that was the wedding.
Yeah, no,
okay.
Strange wedding.
Yeah,
Different
shotgun wedding. That was quite good.
Mm-hmm.
And then back to Queensland, not this weekend, but the following weekend.
Right on.
Visit a previous podcast guest.
Oh, yes. So. Mr. Sophie Monk.
Yeah, that's the
one. Very cool, very cool. Speaking of Queensland, we watched a little video earlier, which we thought we'd just bring to everyone's attention, is because this doesn't happen very often. But one of the companies, one of the wholesalers, ASA, Australian Sporting Agencies, have put out a video. I don't know if it's out or what they're doing with it. We got sent it because they're looking to grow and take on investors.
Yeah, it's.
What do you guys think of the video?
It's very well done.
It's a pretty big opportunity for anyone who's looking to invest in anything, especially firearms related.
Yeah, we're certainly, it's not financial advice or whatever we're meant to say from that side of things, but it was interesting.
It's not financial advice, but go buy shares in ASA while you can.
Well, I think it's it's not the sort of thing you see pop up too often, right? And those sort of things. And I think Bastian did a very good job, and sort of, it was interesting to learn a little bit more about the background of it, how long he's had ownership, how long they've done, how well they've done. And he's an ambitious guy. I've known him for, how long have I known him? 12, 13, 14 years, somewhere in that vicinity.
Awesome to hear about their new facility too.
Yeah, that looks great.
A few little videos of it. It's pretty rad.
Looking pretty good.
Yeah. But anyway, so I mean, if someone actually has some money they want to invest, maybe go and watch the video, right? Go and
reach out to ASA.
Yeah. But it was cool. It's beyond the budget I have.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Unless I've not won the lottery and somebody hasn't told me. But
okay. Cool. Maybe sell some of those crossbows you got.
Yeah, that too.
There you go. Cash up.
Get invested.
Yeah, so I think that'll be an interesting angle for it. It's been interesting actually. In our first episode back, we obviously talked a lot about now is the time to stand up and make some noises and stuff, and obviously that is still very true. But there certainly seems to be a bit more positivity within the industry.
It does.
Not completely, and certainly there are people struggling, and certain states are having a harder time than others.
There's still a lot to do.
Yeah. So not to take away from any of that, but on the same situation, there is growth. Amazingly, there is some sort of some things that are actually going all right.
Yep, things are looking up a little bit in some places.
Yep,
so.
and then and a number of it are from people actually taking some effort and doing some things. Maxwell and I have a friend running for Parliament locally.
Yep, we do.
And so things like that, people actually stepping up and doing things. And while we may not see those changes quite yet, I would say that there is more than there was some positivity.
Yeah, I think a lot more people outside of the industry are sort of seeing in a bit and going, well, what the government's doing to these guys isn't quite fair.
That's probably a really good angle on it. Yeah, because I don't want to come across like, oh, no, everything's fine. Relax, everyone. Yeah. It's not the case. But I also get a sense that people are actively doing things. And because of that, hey, things are
trending the right way.
Trending better than they were. Yeah.
Yeah. And groundswell's been amazing to see. Just in the short sort of period of time. It's been unreal.
Man, we had visitors in here today that you didn't meet. I was meeting with some people, and they're in different industries, completely different sort of situations, all this sort of gear. I'm not connected to this industry at all. And they felt we were being very hard done by. And they just sort of shared some support and all that sort of gear, and they're like, that's just not right.
I get a lot of things from the archery guys still in the archery community that, I've mentioned it when I go and visit some of the local clubs.
Yeah.
they even have mentioned the same thing.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because they know where I am now, so they they know that I'm involved with it. So they're like, it's not on.
Yep. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens in that. But yeah, we keep doing our thing, keep doing what we can. But it's encouraging to see, and then opportunity like this where these guys are backing themselves for what they believe is going to be happening, and they've got more details. I have seen a sort of more advanced video of what they're planning, and it looks interesting. So I think it's really good to see people actually going, yep, we're gonna
double down.
We're gonna double down. Yeah, we're gonna be all in on it.
Yeah, I think it's been a plan for a while.
It's not unfounded, right? It's also like knowing a little bit more. It's some solid plans, some solid numbers, and they're very aware of what could happen and planning for it, as well as going, let's do as good as we can. So,
awesome.
Yeah, it's good to see.
Yeah, great news.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
All right. Are we done, Maxwell?
I don't think we are. I think we've got to talk about Melbourne. We talked about it on the last episode. You were opening a storefront.
Yeah, we're still working on it.
Still working on it?
Depends when this episode goes out. I haven't kept up with our launch schedule. So either we have, or we soon will, or we're about to, or tomorrow, I
think that's covered all your bases.
One of those things there. We're opening Scoped Out up in Melbourne. Yeah. So that's exciting.
Yeah.
So
if you're in Melbourne, go bang on the doors until they open.
I do believe it will be, let's see if we're willing to leave this in, the 16th of March will be our first day.
Oh, the 16th of March.
16th of March, 1 month from today of recording. And let's set the expectations. It's pretty small, right? It's not much bigger than this room. It's a little bit bigger than this room, but it's
by appointment sort of thing.
No, roll in. But there's some good stock, there's some good people there, all this sort of thing. It actually reminds me very much. It's very similar size to where we started in Adelaide. From sort of layout, maybe a touch larger. Bunch of cool stuff on the shelf, bunch of stock there as well. Again, you'll be able to see what's in stock there. It'll be visible on the website. All that sort of stuff. Website's going to get a little bit of an update as we get closer to it. But yeah, if we can help you out locally, that'd be great. And I'll be over there a fair bit through March and April, and Stu as well. So yeah, we'll be hanging around. So if you are around, we're over in Laverton North. If you're around, details will be up on the website. Come and say your day. Yeah.
Beautiful. Awesome stuff.
There you go. Was
Very
that the pitch?
exciting.
Yeah, that's the pitch.
That's the pitch.
That's the pitch.
Sounds good. No archery stuff yet, but who knows?
Who knows?
Got dude who knows about it. So
yeah, that's it.
Who's that? Maxwell, right?
Yeah,
cool.
Our unemployee of the month.
Unemployee of the month over here.
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for.
Perfect.
How many months is that running now?
All of them.